This is your diamond insight of Inertia to develop marine transport. Just this year alone, nearly 30 deaths on lakes and rivers have been recorded, while some isolated cases have never been reported. The continued loss of both human life and property is caused by successive governments' failure to improve waterway transport. It is baffling that account for 4.6% of fresh water in the SADC region, our system has failed to increase capacity on the movement of people and goods. Honestly, we boast of having the world's largest man-made lake, clearly detailed in education literature, yet at almost 60 years, the nation practically has no existing maritime transport to ferry the growing population. Of course, some sections of society will argue that we have pontoons and an insignificant number of boats in isolated areas. The fact is we are sleeping, hence we ought to be awakened. Government does not need studies to establish that communities from northern and southern Zambia that depend on Lake Kariba and Bangweulu, as well as Mweru, need a fully fledged transport system because many rely on the water to get to various places, especially that they are island communities. Why should we keep losing lives, yet we know the cause of the problem, or do we need investors to run the sector? Recently, some people have died on Lake Kariba, among them a head teacher who was heading to his workstation, but tragedy struck when a canoe he was on collided with another. Weeks after the death, we are told about 7 banana boats that were donated by government to service Siavonga, Gwembe and Sinazonga communities. However, the intervention is far from commendable. A tangible solution is required by technocrats in the Ministry of Transport and Logistics who must lobby for resources to invest in maritime transport. We ought to chastise ourselves for being over-dependent on the road sector that sadly does not connect the entire country, and most areas need proper boats for safe travel.